Good evening everyone and welcome to Gavra Racing the Clio Cup. It's round 5 here in the Nurburgring sprint track. It is the shorter version of the 3 main layouts of the Nurburgring sprint track. I'm James Headford, usual dose of Gavra Racing Clio Cup is here with the right commentator, and thank you very much to Gavra and to the drivers for putting it 10 minutes back for the race. And I need to mute somebody that has just came into the party because I'm streaming. Obviously nobody's got common sense to do that. Thank you very much, of course, for tuning in to what is going to be a very, very good, clean race. Please mute me, please mute me, please mute me. Goodbye. There we go. And we've lost a couple of drivers, actually. We have lost a couple of drivers, it seems, from the session here tonight. And I don't think Two-Stroke Germany is here. I don't think there's somebody else here. Gavra's not here, I know that. Gavra not here. Big Smokes Cheese is another one of those drivers that's not in. Has disconnected straight away, so I'm not sure if we're having connection issues right from the get-go here in Gavra Racing the Clio Cup round 5 at the Nurburgring Sprint. Let me take you through the standings going into tonight, and it is all tightened up because of last week. It is Steve Baldwin who leads on 87 points, Bessar in second on 83, at the Iron in third on 77, so 10 points separate in the top 3. Then we've got Randalux further 10 points behind on 67, Duke Martin on 55, Lek on 50 in 5th, Duke Martin in 5th, Lek in 6th, Hugh Drive 7th on 49 points, Matteo on 8th on 37, King Quinn on 36, Two-Stroke Germany on 34, they're 8th, 9th and 10th, Big Smokes Cheese on 24 points on 11th, Motormouth 12th and 23, GGDM on 19 and 13th, Percy in 17 and 14th, Manic in 15th and 14 points, and Jukebox Hero in 16th and 13 points. And as for the team standings, Atari and Clio Racing lead the way on 120, led in Germany Racing, led the Iron and Two-Stroke Germany on 111. Let me go on board them with Steve Baldwin, the championship leader. CRCP Racing in 3rd on 110, BM Racing on 103 and 4th, GG Racing on 74 with WDE's Motorsport on 74, 5th and 6th, Mist Racing in 7th on 66, and Vane Racing, Jukebox Hero Manic with 27 points. Gavra has joined back, which is good to see. Connection issues seem to have fixed themselves, and we have got 15 minutes of free practice for the Nurburgring sprint track, which of course is a highlight on the calendar. And as you can see, it's a lot darker than normal. It's a night race. It has been classified like that in the rules. And let me take you through on board then with a lap of the track with Steve Baldwin, our current championship leader. And Steve, of course, we're going to continue on his great runs. His great run of form in the last couple of weeks. Wasn't his race last time out in the Succa Pagatti, but certainly going to try and make amends for this. Of course, the GP track turns left here. They go right onto the main straight, or onto the section just before the main straight, running up into the GP section. We're back onto the GP track now. And all races this season, 4 different winners. Bessar led the Iron, Randalux and Steve Baldwin. Big Smokes Cheese joining and leaving the sessions once again. Hopefully everyone tuning in to the comment section, say hi to me. I've got no comment in the comment section yet. And of course, 15 minutes of free practice, then a 5-minute qualifying session, and then an 18 lap race, I do believe. 18 lap race tonight for Gavra Racing Clio Cup round 5, the Nurburgring Sprint. Randalux and BM. I've got a support for Randalux there in the comment section. Good to see some support being made in the comment section already, and I thank you for that. As we've got the first laps in, Bessar with a 39.0, Steve Baldwin with a 39.5, Pure Drive with a 40.5, and Two-Stroke Germany with a 41.9. It's not looking too bad there at all. Let's go on board then with somebody else. Randalux just preparing for a lap. That looked like it was a bit of a scary moment for Randalux. Hopefully he's not disconnecting I think he might be at this stage. I hope he's not. Let's run on board with Lek then, running towards the main straight. Forgive me, I don't know any corner names around here, so I'm just going to have to say turn 1, turn 2 and turn 3 like I normally do. Lek is now running down the hill. Of course, if they were to go left at the entrance into the final corner, they would actually be going onto the Nurburgring Nordschleife variant of the track, which of course is included in this in Project Cars 2 as well. And Several Competizione Barcelona Catalunya is going to be in there on PC, so if anybody's got a PC, and there you go, Seto Corta Competizione is coming out. 4th for Lek, 40.8. I haven't done any times around here, so I can't really tell you what sort of times are to be had around here. Percy Matteo just coming across the line, just starting a lap I think. Duke Martin across the line. Doesn't set a lap. Let the Iron coming across the line. He pops up to 3rd there with a 39.5, so nice respectful lap there from Let the Iron. Of course, there's one of our race winners. Big Smokes Cheese, somebody is disconnected. Gavra leaving the session again. Looks like we might have some connection issues here tonight, which are plaguing the free practice session. Hopefully it is all going okay. It's okay from my end, certainly, at the minute. I can't confirm from the stream's end. It's looking all good. Hopefully it's looking all good for everyone that's tuning in to the comment section. Guess I'll just return into the pits there. Let's ride on board. I'm trying to pick on board with that guy. He's running up the hill. It's Percy running up the hill. It's Percy running up the hill now. Into left and the right chicane. King Queen on the mic there in the lobby. Percy taking it nice and slowly. Probably preparing for a lap. I'm not sure if he's invalidated. I don't think he has. Bessar has improved, by the way. 38.9 is his current top lap out on track. Percy around the final corner. Can he improve? He hasn't set a time just yet. So he will obviously improve. Percy 47.2, 8.2 seconds off the pace. And of course, good skill variance in Gavra Clio Cup this season. Of course, these guys have all been promoted through the academy, and most of these guys came through Group B of the academy session. The Iron has left the session as well, and I'm not sure if we are definitely having some sort of issues. I'm not sure if we're having we are definitely having connection issues, so I do apologise if we have to go into the lobby. Lobby has crashed. Lobby looks fine for me at the minute. I'm still on board with people, and there's still people here. So I think that's just from Gavra's end that's happened. Steve Bowden, by the way, has improved 39.1 in the meantime. We'll keep on going until we do get that new lobby set up. Bessar leaving the session. And I think now we will get that new lobby set up, which is unfortunate, and it reminds me of Red Bull Ring once again, where we had so many issues there, where we had to put it back a week. And there are people using SharePlay in my party as well, which is not great. Hopefully at least one of those guys is tuned in to the Clio Cup tonight. GT4 did restart too, so maybe Project Cars is just having a bit of a downtime, let's just say, because if it's that, then I wouldn't be surprised, to be quite frankly honest. But it's unfortunate, of course, if we do have to have a restart lobby. Of course, I want to just get through this and get going, but I think Bessar, Steve Borden, sorry, is just preparing for a lap. But GGDM out on a lap, it seems, as well. Currently with a 43.6 in 7th in this session. Obviously the times not relating to what other people have said, of course, given that the nature of the servers as well is messing up. I'm just going to tune into the GT4 guys, which has also had to have a restart apparently, and it looks as if that stream actually went down compared to what I'm seeing with the likes of Kamos. Yeah, they did have a restart, so that's quite strange to know. Put a penny in the meter, I think, whoever's covering GT4. And we are going to restart. We are going to move into the session here. So we are going to go out of the session that we're currently in. Gavra's just given me an invite to this new lobby. And hopefully it will be a lot better than what we've just had in terms of connection. And already I can tell we've got Big Smoked Cheese having trouble moving in. Of course, if this gets restarted, then I think qualifying and race will probably be the best solution to the problem. I'm now in the race director's slot, as you can see. Second time's a charm, I think, is what we're going to try and go for here tonight in Gavra Racing Clio Cup. Everyone now probably just tuning in to me from the GT4 race, from the GT4 stream. Probably saying, oh, somebody else is live. Oh, come and support us. Don't just leave GT4s and just have us instead. Yeah, but it is such a shame that if both Clio Cup and GT4s are restarting tonight, then it just comes to show that the game might be messing up slightly tonight, which is not great. From our perspective, it's not great from the driver's perspective, because I know these guys want to just get on with it and get the race going and get the practice session and the qualifying going as well. But definitely I think that it is going to be one of those nights. I think we could be in for the long haul here, Gavra Racing, so just sit tight, relax, grab some popcorn, grab some cheese and onion crisps like I've been having before I came live on stream, and just enjoy what content we have to offer here for Gavra Racing tonight. Not really much I can say. I'm going to just watch and tune in to TTG Esports at the minute, which is going on, which is where I've just came from in terms of thingy. Ooh! Oh dear. Oh, a bit of a desync there on the stream that I'm watching. Yeah, but TTG Esports is on, so people watching are probably tuning in. The name's down in 17. It's not going great for the GHR guys now, is it? Dear me. But here we go. We are going to get going. 15 minutes. Matteo was disconnected as we load into the lobby. Hopefully that is the only connection issue that we'll see. I've now probably just preempted it and we'll have more issues tonight. I hope we don't. I really hope we don't. And Gavra GT4 is not live yet for anyone that is tuning in as a filler to GT4s. They will be live shortly, I do believe. I'm not sure who's commentating on it, but whoever it is will be live very shortly as they get reset up stream. But quick as you like, Gavra obviously hosting this for the Clio Cup, and we are back underway very shortly, and it's going to be a 15-minute practice session, 5-minute qualifying, and then an 18 lap race. And of course the conditions, it is wet. It's wet. It's night time, I should say, out on track. Forgive me, I've had 2 commentaries already tonight. Gavra leaves the session already, and hopefully that is not the sign of things to come. Pure drive out on track though. Let's have a bit of on-track action though. Pure drive out on track. Put down in the comments who you think might go on pole in qualifying. I certainly fancy the chances of Bessar and Randalux and Steve Bowden for pole position, to be honest, and maybe that top 3 in any order. Pure drive just losing the car at the minute, but Pure drive is out on track, and we've got some on-track action, which is good. That's what we can hope for. Hopefully Gavra will be fine, and hopefully the connection will be fine. That is just what I'm wondering about at the minute. GT4's not live at the minute. So sit back, relax, and enjoy what we're going to have to offer you tonight. And of course, 15-minute qualifying session, 1 minute 38, 39 lap times I think are quite optimal around here at the Nurburgring. Around the sprint track, of course, and the GP track will be quite different. We We have just lost a couple of people. Randalux, somebody else has just left as well. Didn't quite catch who that was who left. But Randalux has left. And hopefully it's just connection issues for these guys as opposed to anything else that's happened. Randalux joining back. Quite frustrating. I wish we could have Project Cars where there was no lobby glitches and no connection issues, and we could just get all on fine, the action out on track. But Pure Drive going down into turn 1. Right-hander taking it about 35 mile an hour on exit. Somebody's flung the corns on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side of the track there. Pure Drive now coming through turn 2 and turn 3. And the one down towards turn 4, running the Mist engineering livery. Very nice livery that I've got to say. Mateo was left as well, which is fantastic. But Pure Drive is running down the straight, and this is where they go right instead of left. The Nurburgring GP track is of course left. They go right back onto the main back straight essentially, just before the main back straight. Mateo was joined back. Not a full lobby here tonight. Big Smoked Cheese I think sitting out with his connection tonight it seems, but Pure Drive, ooh, running into the gravel slightly. 3 minutes gone on the session. I very much hope you can still see Project Cars 2 on my screens. Gavra has invited me back. Oh, don't you just love it? Don't you just love it? Connection issues there from my end, but there we go. And hello to anyone that is here in the lobby. I hate to be interrupted on you. There we go, I'm back in to the party I was in. Everyone's on mute, that's good. And now we can get straight back into the action. Hopefully, not from a driving perspective, but from a perspective that is of spectator value. That's what I'm going to say there, of spectator value. Oh. And let's hope nothing else happens here tonight. No more connection issues. No more stuff. Yeah. Let's just find out what happens. Back into the lobby, and we do have times. Led behind, Bessar 38.8 though predictably goes top at the minute. 10 minutes left in the session. 38.8, 39.2 for led behind, 39.3 for Tears for Germany, 40.2 for Steve Boredom. I think he will improve on that. Into the chicane, he's got a car ahead of him. I think it might be, thought it was Mateo, but it's not. Ghosting is on this free practice session. It's quite weird seeing two cars inside of each other, makes you want to do something else. And Mateo, oh, losing control of the car! He's done well to recover that! Oh my god, and he's gonna crash in the wall. And that's Mateo, and he's stopping out on track there, which is good to see. So, Manic coming through turn 1, just looking like he's going on for a lap, the UK driver, British driver. Got a car ahead of him going slow, hopefully that's not a disconnect happening or occurring there for somebody just in front. And Manic now coming through the left-hander and right-hander to reach the end of Sector 1. And the sector points are pretty similar to what the GP track offers here, actually. Sector points pretty much dead on there for Sector 1, and then Sector 2 is down down the hairpin at the bottom of the GP track, and then obviously Sector 3 is about here, and then Sector 4 is the finish line. Normally 4 sectors I think on this track, I do recall, but Manic is on a lap in the meantime. We have had Led the Iron go a little bit quicker, 39.1 in second. He's jumped back into the pits. And Manic now running towards the final corner. Right-hander. 8 minutes to go in the session, free practice session. 5 minutes qualifying after this. Lobby stable and holding up. Alec coming across the line. He is going to go nowhere because he's got his lap time involved. There it is. Jukebox Hero's on a lap, it seems. Jukebox Hero on a lap and running towards the final corner. Oh, and he's disconnected. And that's what happens if a disconnect occurs. Percy around the final corner. Can he improve on a 44.2? Let's find out. Percy coming across the line. Yeah, he improves. 43.8 there, improving by 4.5 tenths, just under 4.5 tenths improvement there from Percy, and 6/10 of a second separating Bessar at the iron. Pure Drive, two-stroke Germany, and Randalux, who's coming around the final corner. Is he improving? Let's find out. Coming across the line now. He does improve, and it's now 5.5 tenths, separating the top 5 out on track. Apologies about that. But we do have drivers now coming out onto track. Yeah, so Pure Drive 39.2 at the minute in third. 6.5 tenths separating the time at the minute. King Quinn has joined the session back as well, which is good to see. With 6 minutes to go roughly, Bessel led the iron. Pure Drive, two-stroke Germany, Randalux still the top 5 and still 5.5 tenths separating them. We'll cut on board with Pure Drive. We'll cut on board with Pure Drive in a bit. Gavra GT4s, by the way, are back live. They are back live, which is good to see, and it's good to see 2 streams going on at the same time on this channel, of course, as well. But there's more people watching us. Put in the comment section what you think of this commentary so far, and what you think of the drivers out on track, and what you think of how the leader's getting on. Bessar with 38.8. GGDM, by the way, race feed, down on the race feed, has not has got a lap time invalidated there, and so is two-stroke Germany for track limits. So lap time invalidated there for GGDM. Randalux has gone second, 39 flat there from Randalux, going quicker than Led the Iron. And Led the Iron is on the run up the hill. Not sure if he's on a lap. We'll check when he gets to the end of sector 2, which is literally in about 2 seconds time. And he's 3 minutes and 10 seconds down on this time. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And they are now preparing to lap, it seems. There's a driver going slow in front of him. Lek and Matteo are now out on track as well, which is good to see. Pure Drive running through sector 1. Didn't catch a time there. Steve Boldham, very interesting at the minute. How is Steve getting on? Round into the final corner. 4.5 minutes left. Big Smokes Cheese is disconnected again. Steve Boldham now coming across the line. Steve Boldham doesn't improve, 1.6 seconds coming across the line. Malik's only 300ths off him now, actually. He's going into turn 1. Duke Martin has just came across the line as well. King Quinn looks like he's just started a lap. Let's try and board with him and hope for no disconnects. King Quinn now on a lap, running down to the end of sector 1. Of course, no time being set by him at the minute. He's on track at this stage. Oh, dear me. I think I've got a bit of nose blockage a little bit. Might be getting a little bit of cold here. I'll continue and troop on. King Quinn running up the hill into left and right hand of the chicane. Third and second last corners, or penultimate corners here. King Quinn looking good through there. Now on the run towards the final corner. Honestly, not sure if he's came out of the pit, so if he is on a lap, we'll find out eventually. King Quinn now coming across the line with 3 minutes to go in the session. King Quinn across the line. He has not set a lap. Unless the line's here. No, it's not. Lek looks like he's on the lap here. Around the final corner. He's got a car behind him. I think that might be Randalux or somebody behind him. There on track. Jukebox Hero has joined again. Lek across the line. Goes up to 9th. Matteo's running up the hill as well on a lap. So Lek 9th, 41.1. But Bessel's just improved. 38.5 now. That gap has increased to 5.5 tenths and now 8 tenths separating the top 5 in this free practice session. Not qualifying, of course, just yet. Across the line, Matteo. Matteo goes 6th, 1.2 seconds off the pace and quickest of the mid-pack at the minute. Very quick time there. 39.7 for Matteo. Back on board with King Quinn, coming through the right-handed down onto the main straight. Going downhill and then back uphill. Big Smokes Cheese has finally made it into the lobby. Let's see how long he lasts before he disconnects. Hopefully he lasts quite a long time. And hopefully the connection issues for him have sorted itself out. But King Quinn now on the run up into the left and right. Now into the final corner on the run up. King Quinn flashing his lights. He might be listening to the stream there. Saying hello to everyone. Or telling this guy to get out of the way! Get out of the way! And I think that's what he's telling him to do. King Quinn now coming across the line. King Quinn goes 9th, 1.7 seconds off the pace, but puts himself between Steve Baldwin, who's been quite disappointing so far, and Manic, who I think's overperforming. He's on the run to the line. Let's see if he's improving. Nope, 4 tenths off. Oh, and Lekker's facing the wrong way. Lek facing the wrong way there. Not sure what quite occurred. And GGDM is going side by side with somebody, nearly. But Bessel's topping the timing sheet at the minute, 38.5. The Iron in second, Randalux in third. Big Smokes Cheese is disconnected. Took him about a minute before he disconnected there. Not that I'm counting or anything. Pure Drive in fourth. Seems of Germany in fifth. I think those are the 5 to watch out for in qualifying, and possibly Steve Baldwin as well. We'll go on board with now, with 30 seconds just on the left in this session. Steve Baldwin going through a couple of corners through sector 1. Now on the run down towards sector 1. He's only 1600ths off his time. He should seek to improve in the middle sector, I think, given that anything has happened. Let me have a look. Steve Baldwin coming around the left-hander, looking nice, now into the right-hander, running down the hill now on the straight. Somebody getting in his way! Oh, who is that? Who is that getting in his way? Let's name and shame. It was GGDM. GGDM has interfered with Steve Baldwin on his lap, and that is not a great sight to see. That might be an LLP there for GGDM. Quite unacceptable level there. Bessel now around the final corner. Our current top of the timing sheet guy. Does he improve? No. The Iron is finished. Pure Drive is running up the hill. Now into the left and right, improving by 1/10.5, catching the apex quite harshly there. Now coming across the line, Pure Drive. And up to the line, does he improve? No. No improvement there from Pure Drive. 10 seconds left to go in the practice session. Everyone is done, I think, in the practice session. The Bessel's top, led the Iron second, and Mandalux in third place. And you'll see the timing screens come up very soon. Any second now. I hope the lobby's not broke. people do need to retire, I think. That's what the best thing is. They need to put it into the pit box to restart or reset up the lobby. To get the lobby going. Hopefully everyone will follow that. Yep, people are now following that. They just need to retire Duke Martin, Percy and GJDM need to retire back into the pit lane. And then we should be good to go. I hope. And I hope it's not another lobby issue. I really hope it's not another lobby issue, because I think it'll make more sense in qualifying after this. Duke Martin, so I was just waiting on Percy and GJDM. If we can get a message out to somebody, there might be a driver that's watching the stream. If we can get a message out to both of them, that'll be fantastic, because I think that's what's causing us to have the screen that I'm having at the minute, where they haven't retired. Percy and GJDM. They're not on laps, it's just that AI is going around on track, so if both of them can retire, that'll be fantastic, and then we should be able to get going. I know there has been cases where this does work, so I think everyone just needs to retire into the pits and then we can get going. And hopefully they've not got their notifications off. Well, waiting game begins for these two. There's a flash of the lights there by GJDM, so he knows that he's there. Just waiting on him now to retire, and then we can get underway. I hope, anyways, I really hope this is going to be the case, that we get going. Thank you for tuning into the comment section to the two new comments that's come in. GDDM can't do anything, he was not driving. Oh, okay. He's coming into the pits anyways, or his AI is coming into the pits anyways. Now his AI is into the pits, surely that will mean that the lobby can get going, and I really hope I don't have to restart for the sake of it. I really hope we don't have to restart for the sake of it. This is just going to be a bit of a pain. Oh dear me. Ay ay ay. Yep, issues are going here. Mateo leaving the session. GTDM is in the pit. We can see him there. Lek leaving the session. I think there's been another lobby crash here. I think there's been another lobby crash. He became the host, right? So he became the host, which is unfortunate. Oh, ay ay ay. Ay 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 ay. I'll give you the timing screens once again to have a look at the practice session. There you go. Bessar led the iron. Randalux, so you can have a look at the times there. That's the top 11. And then we've got the drivers that are not showing on my screen, which is fantastic. Oh yeah, because there's only 11 drivers. What am I on about? Oh, what an idiot. There's going to be a new lobby. Oh, third time lucky, hopefully. Third time lucky. More connection issues being occurred here in Gavra Racing. This is just unbelievable, this. It's like Red Bull Ring all over again. I mean, come on. Whoever pays for these servers will be getting overtime running these. The amount of lobbies that we're going to be running tonight. Everyone now leaving this session. I have not got an invite, by the way. And hopefully third time lucky, and hopefully it's straight into qualifying and straight into the race. That's what I'm hoping for. Because if we have to do practice again, then that's going to be a bit of a piss take, if I've got to be honest. But just to remind you, going into this session, Steve Boredom 87 points, Bessar 83, and led the iron on 77. As the top 3 coming into tonight. That is if we get the race going, which I should think we will. I really hope we do. Zolder, yeah, not Red Bull Ring. Why am I getting Red Bull Ring in my head? Probably because I did it last night on F1. Yeah, I really hope there's not a Zolder happening here. But Surely there's a setting for GTD. Oh my god. Epileptics look away because you're going to have a seizure. There's Percy spazzing out in the pit lane, which that might explain why we have got these issues. Possibly. Run looks leaving, everyone now leaving. I still haven't got this invite. I have not got this invite. I have checked and no, I've not got an invite. If somebody could please do that. I'll quit the session just so that we can you can see a different screen compared to the lobby screen with 2 drivers in. But I mean, come on, this is ridiculous. This is just terrible, this really is. Hopefully there's going to be a decision made soon as to whether or not we can continue. It might be the state of the servers. We are going to continue because I've just got the invite through from Gavra. Thank you very much for that. There we go, we're in finally. 3rd time lucky, and looking at it, 15-minute practice is still going to be on even though we've completed the practice session. I think we might need just the 5-minute qualifying and the 18-lap race, to be honest. But we're going to go long in tonight with this one. Normally when this happens, when something like this happens, we normally are finished or approaching the end of the race. Let's hope we get this race on, first of all. Yeah. If you do want to keep me entertained in the comment section, I could do with a bit of entertainment while we wait for drivers to join. Unless you want to hear my party that I'm in and go live with some randomers. That might work. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Steve Boredom joining. Lobby settings, I'm not sure if Gavra's even there. Don't think Gavra's even there. He doesn't realise I'm in the lobby. Press director for all, please. Oh. I didn't get the invite, yay. Neither did I until I got it. 24 hours of practice! Oh, look at that, brilliant. There we go, he's got rid of the practice. I thought we're gonna have 24 hours of practice there. That would have been utterly brilliant, but session has started. King Quinn is the host, and I have not been selected into a race director role here, which is concerning. Which is very concerning. Ah, there we go. There we go. Finally. I would have just broadcast it anyways from a spectator point of view. So, there we go. We're in. I'm happy to go. As long as everyone else is happy to go, I think we can get started, because this is just ending up like one of those days, I think. It's one of those days here in Gavra Racing where the lobbies don't work with us. The lobbies don't work with us. And then it all goes a bit pear-shaped. And thingy. But there we go anyways. Exactly, go. Go, go, go. Thought I heard somebody there through my headset. That was going to be quite strange. 2 goals and a few players, we can make a game out of it. What? I don't know what's going on in the comment section. Whoever's moderating the comments, please get rid of my channel lacks originality, because his channel does lack originality. Oh, in fact, it's pure drive, so don't even bother. Don't even bother. Just ignore what I've just said. Just ignore what I've just said there. Sorry about that. Goodness me. Sometimes I like to cover myself in Vaseline, and I'm not even saying that. I'm not even saying that. And I do not do that, by the way. Just to clarify, I do not do that. Maybe with somebody else, but not with that. Not with me on my own. Nowhere. But thank you for keeping me entertained. We just have to hope. We just have to hope. 5-minute qualifying session. Get out on track as soon as you can, really. I think is the time and the place for this. And Nurburgring Sprint is the track, of course. 11 turns, 2.25 mile in length, 3.8 I think it is for Nurburgring GP. And there's also a longer version than this one, which is about 2.7 mile long. And we've made it in. We're on board with Gavra. I think that might work with him being as a driver. Let's go on board with him with somebody that's coming out of pits. Two-stroke Germany, and Pure Drive is coming out of pits. Pure Drive coming out of pits. Mr. My Channel lacks originality is now coming through turns 2 and 3. And here we go. 5-minute qualifying. King Quinn, the host. What could possibly go wrong? And now I've probably just ruined that, you know? Probably just ruined that. But thanks for keeping everyone entertained, and thanks to everyone that is still sticking with us in the thick and thin. GT4s, of course, taking place. I'll give you an update actually now on the GT4s, how they're doing for part 2. And they've just got underway, and it looks like K-Morse is going to lead down into turn 1 with Faster in behind. Slim sign in there. Quite a few from the Gavra Academy once again in there, which is good to see. Crezor. Yep, so the GT4 race has just begun, by the way, if you want to tune in that, and you're not wanting to fill in with us in the Clio Cup. But why would you want to leave? Why would you want to leave us here in the Clio Cup? Pure Drive now coming up towards the hill section. Here's the first car out on track, coming through left and right. Now into the final corner, turn 11. Pure Drive is coming into the final corner. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left from just under coming across the line. There's going to be paramount that the drivers get at least 1 lap, maybe even 2 laps in this tonight. Pure Drive across the line, starting a lap, running down now into turn 1. Running down into turn 1. Pure Drive into turn 1, looking nice, looking very nice there. Keep an eye on Steve Baldwin, of course, Randalux, the likes as well. And as you can tell, my commentary is starting to catch up on me tonight. 50 and 18 laps around here is not going to be... It's not going to be that fun, to be honest. Around here either, but... There we go. Pure Drive reaching in the sector 1. Didn't catch on board with what his time was. Pure Drive now approaching the left and right. These are turns 7 and 8. Sorry, these are turns 6 and 7. Then on the run down towards turn 8, which is a little kink at the bottom of the hill. Into turn 9, 10 and 11, running down the hill nicely in Pure Drive. 2 minutes to go in the session. I do apologise to anyone that is seeing a black box that appears constantly in the screen. Obviously somebody does not have manners in this party I'm in, constantly leaving and rejoining. It's quite annoying, to be honest. You know, if one of those guys is watching, please tell them just to leave the lobby and leave me be. Pure Drive now coming around the final corner through turn 11 on the run up to the line. What's the opening time going to be? Pure Drive off the line, 39.5, and that is quick from the get-go. Randalux now around the final corner. Let's see what he can do. He was top of the timing sheets along with Bessar in free practice. Coming across the line, Randalux goes second, not good enough to beat two-stroke Germany, who goes up into a 38.3. Two-stroke Germany with a 38.3, much quicker than his free practice time. Qualifying does really matter. Bessar now around the final corner. Oh, this is not Bessar, this is Jukebox Hero coming around the final corner. 38.4 for Bessar, Jukebox Hero 42 flat. 42 flat. How's Let the Iron getting on? Let the Iron running down into turn 6 and 7. Looking quite good at the minute. He's the only one that's not set a time, and this is going to be very close with the clock if he wants to try and get another lap in. It's going to be very close. I don't think he's timed this to perfection, but it might be the case of last across the line gets pole position. You never know. Never know. Let the iron now coming around the final corner. Oh, final turn. Oh, bloody hell. Getting caught on the curb. Bessar not improving. So it's all about Let the Iron now. What can he do? Of course, short, sharp, snappy qualifying here. Let the Iron coming around the final corner. He's going to come across the line to go P6. Not good enough for Let the Iron. Anybody else on the lap? Let's go on board with Steve Baldwin. See how he's doing. Going up the hill. Two-stroke Germany not improving. Randalux could improve. He's around the final corner. Let's find out if he does. Randalux. 39 flat at the minute. Doesn't go any quicker. Back on board Steve Baldwin around the final corner. 50 seconds left in the qualifying session at the minute. Around the final corner, and Steve Baldwin not improving either. GGM now. Going to be one of the last two to come across the line. The last person to come across the line is Duke Martin. Not sure if these guys will be improving. I don't think Duke Martin is improving. Going quite slow. GGM has overshot the corner. Going across the line. GGM not improving. Coming across the line, and Duke Martin across the line. That is qualifying over. He does improve, actually, Duke Martin. I think he got 10th there, did he? Oh no, 9th. Two-stroke Germany on top. Bessar second, Randalux third. Then it is Pure Drive, King Quinn, Let the Iron, Mateo, Leck, Duke Martin, Steve Baldwin, GTDM, Manic, Jukebox Hero, Percy, and then whoever was at the bottom. And I think that was all the 14 drivers that are out on track, because Gavra is the other driver out on track, and he's in 15th at the minute he picks off. Put your qualifying predictions down then. Put your race predictions down for the top three. See what is going to happen in here tonight in Gavra Racing Clio Cup round 5. We are halfway through the season now, and currently it's Truck Germany who's going to be starting pole. Is this going to be a 5th different winner this season? We'll find out in a very short amount of time. Anyways. So there's two of them. There's Bessar, Wanderlux, Pure Drive, King Quinn, The Iron, Mateo, Leck, Duke Martin, Steve, GGDM, Manic, Jukebox Hero, and Percy. That's your top 14, and there is the front car. Two-Truck Germany, who's going to be launching off pole position. Hopefully we get a much better camera angle. Going on, and we're not going to get a good camera angle now, are we? We are not going to get a great camera angle, and that is certainly not a great camera angle. We are now underway for round 5 at the Nurburgring sprint track, and Two-Stroke Germany leads them off. Bessar gets a better jump, and Bessar now running down towards turn 1 with the wide out shot. Bessar, I think, might have this down into turn 1. Look at Randalux to start as well. Randalux in the slipstream. Pure Drive as well. Could go 4 wide into turn 1 possibly. It's only going to be 2 wide. Randalux way late on the brakes. Runs wide. Puts in the cones a little bit. No contact in behind. All clean through turn 1, which is good to see. And Bessar has jumped Two-Stroke Germany, who was dropped down the field early. Pure Drive now on his outside. Trying to go around the outside of turn 3. And backing off quite nicely there. Oh, nearly ran into the back of him. Now he's got the run out of turn 5. Now into turn 6, which is this right hand. Oh, there's been a massive crash in the background. Massive crash in the background. It's Manic and Duke Martin caught up in contact. Manic and Duke Martin caught up in contact further down. That was just off camera shot, but I did see that. I think it was Manic coming across Duke Martin and putting them into the wall, I think. But Bessar leads, 7/10 of a second, he's got the gap. Randalux is second, Pure Drive in third. Steve Baldwin has already picked up a penalty down in 8th there, 5.2 seconds off the pace. With Two-Stroke Germany now trying to attack Pure Drive. The race at 120 mile an hour into the braking zone. They've got to be careful under the brakes here. That looks like Two-Stroke Germany going for a move on pure drive. Oh, and he's nearly letting into him with the curb. The way the curb went there. Goodness me, Two-Stroke Germany. Too wide. Pure drive going nicely. And pure drive hanging on in there. Two-Stroke Germany, let the iron Lek running down the straight. Onto lap 2 out of 15. Bessel leads, it's 5 tenths the gap. Randall looks a second, but here is Pure driving Two-Stroke Germany, 3rd and 4th, a 2x2 like Noah's Ark formation. Going in towards turn 1. Lek can let the iron, let the iron round the outside of Lek's got him. So let the iron now up to 5th place. And Pure driving Two-Stroke Germany, a little bit of contact, but Pure drive gets him round the outside and keeps that position. Nice move there. Back on board with the battle for the lead, because Bessar not really pulling away out in front. Randalux is only 3 tenths off him and has got a better run out of turn 5 than needs be there. And Randalux obviously going to be improving this lap. Taking a wide out line, deep into the corner and getting the better exit out on track. And Bessar leading 4 tenths of a second, but coming under constant pressure, and I think it's just going to be between these two. We are going to be getting our second, we're not going to be getting a 5th race winner individually. If nothing happens to these two, we're not going to be getting a 5th race winner. As it stands, Pure Drive gets in to play. Two-Stroke Germany, by the way, has just lost another position to let the iron. I think he was the one that went wide into the gravel. In behind, it looks like King Quinn and Steve Boldham are having a little bit of a tussle there. I think King Quinn has just got past Steve Boldham. And looks running deep into the corner, gaining time, and Bessar has now pulled a second clear. So Bessar now a second clear onto lap 3 out of 18. And leads with a much quicker lap there, Bessar. 38.8 compared with 39.4 of Vanderlux, and the rest of the field's just setting 40s, 41s in behind there as well. But Bessar leading, got the break, 1 second to Vanderlux. Pure Drive now coming under intense pressure from Let the Iron, Two-Stroke Germany. Lek is on the back of that as well. He's only a second off that actually. Coming to the braking zone of turn 3 and 4. And running through turn 5. Pure Drive coming under pressure, but Let the Iron not getting closer yet. Might try and launch it on the straight, I would imagine. 7 tenths of Pure Drive on this lap actually. But they run through nicely. Bessar just pulling away, 1.1, 1.2 seconds now the gap. Just pulling away slightly. Everyone else, nothing really happening in behind at the minute, so we'll just stay on board with this battle for 3rd at the stage. And let's cut on board with an onboard view of Let the Iron so you can really see how effective that slipstream actually is running up the hill. Let the Iron is closing in, he's only a 10th and a half off him, now a 10th off him, he's closing in, Let the Iron will try and sneak around the outside late on the brakes. He's going to try and think about it, but he doesn't go for that move and doesn't commit himself fully into the move, and that is what I think might just cost him, because Two-Stroke Germany was trying to eye up a move down the inside. Taking a very deep line through there. Let the Iron vulnerable now. Two-Stroke Germany running down. And let's go on board with him. See how effective the slipstream is. Running down the straight this time. And he was quicker out of the top 5. 38.9 compared to a 39 flat for the leader. Oh, Let the Iron launches it down the inside. He has got the car stopped just about, but it's outside of track limits, and he's going to be losing 2 positions there to Pure Drive and to Two-Stroke Germany. So Pure Drive and Two-Stroke Germany gaining, and Randalux is round. I'm not sure what on earth has occurred there. I'm not sure if there was contact with the leader perhaps. I'm not sure what's happened. I've missed that completely. So Randalux now has got all his work, all of his hard work to do. And he's going to try down the inside of his teammate, King Quinn, on the outside. But Randalux hanging on in there. Now on the outside line, it'll be King Quinn on the inside line. Steve Boldham! Oh, no. Never going to work if you launch for that. Never going to work. Battle for 2nd. Pure Drive, Two-Stroke Germany Let the Iron. With Bessar now 2.8 seconds out in front. It's ruined the lead battle at the minute. There is side-by-side action though between Randalux and King Quinn. We'll cut on board with that now. Randalux is on the outside line. King Quinn down the inner. We've lost somebody, have we? From... Just trying to think. No, I don't think we've lost somebody. Somebody's spun, I think, have they? I don't know. I could be totally making things up there. Running on to lap 5. Pure Drive is vulnerable. Oh, what's happened to Pure Drive? Pure Drive let him through Two-Stroke Germany and let the iron. Not sure what happened there. And he's committing himself down the inside. How on earth there was no contact there is beyond me. I'm not sure if he was letting them through. Letting his teammate through, or... I don't know. That's a bit of a new one on me. Never seen anything like that happened down into the braking zone. I think the braking zone was 50 yards, 100 yards before the corner there. That's me. If he did, then he's got to try the braking zones. Quite literally. Pure Drive now trying to eye it up down the inside. Not quite. Not quite indeed. At the minute. But Pure Drive. Eyeing him up again. Down the inside and let the iron. Not quite. GDM and Matteo running quite close to each other down in 8th and 9th. Of course we do like to give, or I do like to give, action that is further down the field as well as up the field. And now running down the straight. Seems to me as if Matteo could come on sort of pressure. King Quinn, I think, was the one that had a little bit of contact, by the way. Oh, Pure Drive and let the iron. Pure Drive's got the run. Down the inside. Ooh, bit of contact. Bit of contact on the cars. Of course, these cars are quite unstable at the best of times. Best out, by the way, they just pulled away from everyone. 3.5 seconds, 3.5 seconds, 3.6 seconds now the gap. Two-Stroke Germany. But Pure Drive led the iron. Led the iron now down the inside line. Pure Drive's got to be careful under the braking. Led the iron's on his inside. Got to be aware. Got the move done. Led the iron was going to get that move done. Don't think there was any need for the contact there. But he has got that move done. And have we got drivers coming into the pits? Or have we got a bit of a glitch going on? As Pure Drive launches it down the inside again on Led the iron. And... maybe the driving just getting a little bit over aggressive. Two-Stroke Germany's made a mistake as well. So now Pure Drive led the iron, and I think that was what the lights flashing was for. And led the iron. Very unhappy, I think, with Pure Drive. Either trying to force him in for a mistake here, or quite unhappy with his driving. Randalux and Steve Boldham are in behind. Randalux has got a time penalty as well. He's just picked that up in 5th and 6th, which is there. The wrong driver there. King Quinn is running by himself, as you saw. Matteo and GDM have swapped and traded places, but now led the iron, trying to gain on Pure Drive, running up the straight. Around the outside line, surely not on the brakes. Pure Drive holds it, Pure Drive holds it, and he's got... and now led the iron just falls down further. But at the minute, Bessar out in front, lap 7, out of possible 18 laps. And Bessar is on to lap 8. So on to lap 8 now. Bessar leading. Two-Stroke Germany second, Pure Drive third, and the iron fourth. And this is really the, well, this has actually been in this race. Just having a look, see if Steve Boldham can try and launch a move on Randalux. Not close enough. And same with Duke Martin and Leck further down the order. Let's see if we can get a move done by either of those. Like the iron just needs a little bit of time. In fact, everyone just needs a little bit of time. Leck's trying to commit this down the inside, is he? That was a bit of a strange one. They're going quite slow into the corner. Don't think they want to make contact. And Leck's around the outside of Duke Martin. And that is a really nice move by Leck around the outside on Duke Martin. He's got the move done. He's up to 11th place. Duke Martin now maybe just beginning to struggle slightly. They're on down the hill though. On lap 8 out of 18. We are nearly through the halfway point here in Gavra Racing Clio Cup. Welcome if you're just tuning in. Did said 14 in the commentary box, and Bessar As you join us, there's 4.5 seconds out in front from Two-Stroke Germany. Pure Drive in third, led the Iron in fourth. This battle for second starting to heat up once again. But Bessar currently dominating out in front and looking very good. And the side-by-side and behind with Wanderlux and Steve Bodum now into the final corner. Wanderlux on the outside line, Steve Bodum hanging it down the inner. Oh, very close to contact, and Wanderlux hangs that round the outside nicely to defend that position really well indeed. That was a really nice defensive move there by Wanderlux. Has picked up a penalty of some sort. Not sure what his penalty actually is. He has picked up a penalty. As I'm just going to briefly do a little bit of DIY here really. As I try and shut my curtains while commentating out on track. And it's amazing if Two-Stroke Germany's just made a little mistake there, because in half 10 up he's improving on this lap around. Bessar currently still leading. Two-Stroke Germany in second, Pure Drive in third. GGDM has now picked up a red bar on the left hand side, which is to indicate that he's got a penalty, normally of a second or 2 seconds worth to the drivers at the end. Running down though into hill section. Bessar just lost a little bit of time there. Maybe feeling the effects of having no one around him. And Pure Drive lets through, let the Iron. Pure Drive has let through, let the Iron up into third place. Oh, look at this! Look at this, 3 wide. It could be into the final corner. It is 3 wide. It is 3 wide into the final corner. Pure Drive nicks it down the inside. He's got the car in front. Brilliant move by Pure Drive down the inside. That is what you like to see. Clean and competitive racing. Much better than TTG Minis. The TTG Mini League from few drivers in there. And Pure Drive and Two-Stroke Germany. Let the Eye now catching. Running down into turn 1. Keep to your lines, keep to your lines. Pure Drive hangs it down the inner. And it looks like Let the Iron might get Two-Stroke Germany around the outside here. Two-Stroke Germany giving in nicely. And Two-Stroke Germany just about gets it done. Just about hangs on in there, the German driver. Now, Let the Iron takes full advantage of a mistake from Two-Stroke Germany and is back up to third. This is unbelievable stuff. All getting going on lap 10 out of 18. Bessar leading by, 6 seconds now. Pure Drive in second, but the action is happening in behind. With Pure Drive Let the Iron, Two-Stroke Germany, Steve Bodum and Wanderlux has pretty much been side by side as well in behind, and Steve Bodum hanging on in there, runs out wide and gains probably another track limits penalty there if he's not careful. Oh, and Wanderlux has done the switch back on him. Absolute perfection move there. Really nice stuff indeed. Really great stuff. Running now down up the hill into lap 11 we're about to go into, and it definitely seems that Bessar is probably going to win this. I think one mistake is all it could take for him to lose this, but currently he's keeping his cool out in front. That's what we like to see. Lap 11, Pure Drive, slower last time around, as in fact with everyone else. And once again, it looks like Two-Stroke Germany's getting closer. Could he commit a move down the inside into turn 1? Not quite. Not going to go for that move there. But Bessar leading, Let the Iron. Bessar leading, Pure Drive second, Let the Iron third, Two-Stroke Germany in fourth. Wanderlux has now pulled away from Steve Bodum. Looking further down the field, nothing much happening apart from Percy and Jukebox Hero, which is quite close to each other there. We're about 13 minutes into this race, by the way, for those avid listeners. Got a ball going for second. Oh, Let the Iron's nearly gone into the back of Pure Drive. That was never going to work. The gap was closing all the time to the corner. Let the Iron maybe just forward thinking things. Probably thinking, oh, I can try and get this move done here. Just wait for the opportunity to arise. And I think the opportunity will arise down the straight here. Because Pure Drive looks like he's a sitting duck running down the straight. Bessar 7.5 seconds clear. You can ignore him at this stage, but Pure Drive and Let the Iron. Now, Let the Iron closing in. closing in, trying to go around the outside now. Left-hand side of your screen, Let the Iron, trying to go around the outside on Bessar. On Pure Drive, sorry. And Pure Drive getting caught on the curb, I think, has done Let the Iron no favours at all there. And Steve Boredom is back around the outside of Anderlux, and these two are having a great squabble in behind. Kinkwin trying to get involved in that as well, just in behind. But there could be 3 wide running down the straight. Let's go on board then with Two-Stroke Germany, if we can. And let's engage a 3 wide shot running down the straight. Oh, he's nearly lost it under control. Oh, he's gone into the back of him. There's contact. There's contact. That is as clear as they're just losing it under control, losing that back end. So unfortunate, I think, for Two-Stroke Germany to have that contact. And Pure Drive is angry. Very angry. Grr, I think. Saying, what on earth are you doing? It was not his fault at all. He just lost control of the car under the braking point, locked up. And unfortunately, Pure Drive was the one there. And Let the Iron has came out unscathed out of that somehow, around the outside of them all. And is now into second. Unfortunate collision. That is as clear as day on the stream, though, for those drivers. For those stewards that are in Gavra Racing that can have a look, that was as clear as day. And that is definitely my opinion on things that he lost under braking, so do take that into consideration when you have a look at the stewards. Have a look at the stewarding. Let the Iron, Two-Stroke Germany. Gonna have him down the inside, is he? Yep, late on the brakes. Late on the brakes. Oh, and overcommits it. Overcommits it. That contact, I think, has just unsettled them. Now there's damage to Let the Iron's car as well. Two-Stroke Germany comes on ahead out of Steve Boredom, who tries to nick it up the inside of Two-Stroke Germany. Never going to quite work. All of this, though, letting Bessar pull away. It's 10.7 seconds. Let the Iron in second. Has got Pure Drive to worry about now. Pure Drive on the back end. I'm not going to go for the move. Is Steve going to try and come in around the outside of Two-Stroke Germany in behind? He's going to go switchbacking down the inside, but that's not the greatest approach to go down the inside, because you can get caught on that curb. And looking not that bad at all, but it's Bessar who leads. Let the Iron second, Pure Drive in third, Two-Stroke Germany in fourth, Steve Boredom in fifth, Mandalux, Kinquin, Matteo, GDDM, Manic, Lek, Duke Martin, Duke Box Hero, and Percy is the final runner going around out on track. At 13 out of 18 we're on. 6 laps to go. More than 65% race distance. And we have that battle for second. Pure Drive and Let the Iron really getting going. And I think Pure Drive will just have to sit and wait it out. He'll have to wait it out. He could get the move done even before the braking point if he's careful and runs in the slipstream enough. Pure Drive now. Let the Iron. Let's cut on board. Let's cut on board. The Pure Drive, is he going to commit the move down the inside? Yes, he is. I hope he doesn't get caught on the curb. He hasn't. He's pushed him wide over the curb, and that might just have to be a position let through there. I think he might just have to let him through. Let the Iron is requesting him, I think, to let him through there. Pure Drive will need to let him through, I think. Because that, I think, was deemed as an illegal move. But running down the straight, and Pure Drive obviously listening to me there on the stream and has let him through, which is good to see. Thank you very much for doing that. Don't want to be picking up anything in the steward's office now, do we? Bessar leading, 10.7 seconds. Let the Iron second. Two-Stroke Germany was running quite wide there in the background. And now really a 5-way battle for second is developing out on track with 5 laps to go, 5 cars involved. Let the Iron is hanging on in there. Pure Drive nearly making contact with him. Steve Boredom is going to be the one trying to go through the idle needle. And Pure Drive has got Let the Iron round the outside. Beautifully round the outside. But can he now pull away? Because this is all going to kick off in behind, and it is. Let the Iron tries to see it down the inside. Not quite. Two-Stroke Germany trying to go around the outside of Steve Boredom. It is all kicked off. And Randalux is now involved in this as well. 5-way battle for second. Never thought I'd see the day. Bessar, you can literally pull up, my son, and you've won. 12 seconds the gap. This is going to extend out for him. Is Bessar. Pure Drive second. He will come under attack from Let the Iron. There's going to be several different angles coming up the straight here. Coming uphill. Vanderlux and Two-Stroke Germany is what we're going to focus on. However, Let the Iron is trying to seek around the outside of Pure Drive. Gets caught on the curb and there's more contact. Steve Boredom has been caught on the curb as well. Quite unlucky there, I think, from his point of view. Never going to work down on the curb. And Vanderlux around the outside of Two-Stroke Germany. Beautiful move. That's sensational. Really, really clapping move there by Vanderlux. Now running down the straight, Let the Iron, 1 lap 15. There's 4 laps to go, including this one. Bessel out in front by 12 seconds. Let the Iron and Pure Drive. No contact going to be made, hopefully, into turn 1. Oh, and Vanderlux is round. Vanderlux is round, and there's more contact, and there's... Oh, dear. It's all kicked off in the wrong fashion, and there's even more contact, because King Quinn now is involved. The unlucky one there. Steve Boredom involved has came out a lot worse. Hopefully we'll have a replay of that in the steward's office. All caught from in behind. Pure Drive trying to go down the inside and Let the Iron. Leaning into him slightly, giving the edge on the corner, but that is a great move, and he gets the move done. So Let the Iron now back down to third. Pure Drive parking it on the apex there. Good driving. Very good driving. But Bessart 11 seconds out in front. Not sure what is happening with him. He's just losing time, probably taking it a little easier than what he should be. I'd try and stick a fastest lap in, to be honest, if I was out in front. But Bessart leading 10.3 seconds is the gap, and it's just looking utterly comfortable out in front. Pure Drive second, Let the Iron third, Vanderlux in fourth. All of that contact has put Steve Boredom down in 9th and King Quinn down in 7th. Now, really the only battle is the battle for second. Pure Drive and Let the Iron running down the straight. There's only 3 more laps to go. Lap 16 out of 18. And is Let the Iron going to try and go for a move on Pure Drive? Not quite. Not close enough. Hopefully everyone is enjoying the action out on track. Apart from the amount of contact that we've seen, it has been a good race. Bessart losing time, as predictably. Is he going to try and give us the final lap battle? That's what I'm hoping for. Please, I beg of you. That'd be fantastic if he does. He might lose the rest though, but, you know. Pure Drive Let the Iron. Second and third. Nothing really happening further down the field. Let the Iron was trying to sneak it down the inside there. With Pure Drive, he could still... Oh, and there's contact. There's contact and Pure Drive's in the wall. Oh, dear. Let the Iron, though, I think is waiting up for him. He's going to let him back through, I think. Let the Iron might let him back through here. He's just got to be careful, because Vanderlux and Two-Stroke Germany are behind him. And Pure Drive, both of these running down the straight. Hopefully we won't just see him let him through, but it is side-by-side action here in the meantime between these two. Pure Drive and Let the Iron. Let the Iron doesn't want to lead into him. He's going to park it down the inside nicely. Really parks it on the curb, but he's overshot the corner. And this is going to bring Vanderlux into play, who, remember, was spun by Steve Boredom in all of that contact. How on earth has he got back up to fourth? It's beyond me, and we are going to have pretty much 3 wide going on to the second last lap. We are now on lap 17 out of 18. Sorry, 1 lap 16 out of 18. I'm jumping ahead of myself here. Vanderlux trying to go around the outside of both of them, leaning in to Let the Iron. It's just going to unsettle both cars a little bit, and there is beautiful driving there by Vanderlux. He's going around the outside of Let the Iron now. That, from a negative, intra-positive, is simply sublime driving, and he's now trying to get Pure Drive down the inside. We cut off the camera angle just slightly there. Bessart hanging on in there. It's lap 16 out of 18. We're about to go on to lap 17 out of 18 after this one. So I've been saying it all wrong throughout. Vanderlux around the outside. Pure Drive wants to park it on the apex. He does. He manages it, and he backs him off for now. This could all really heat up into possibly another 5-way battle for second here. This could really heat up. As Let the Iron tries to go down the inside of Pure Drive. He's got the move done. Gets a bit of a punt from Wanderlux, but parked it nicely on the apex. I didn't see anything wrong in that. Two-Stroke Germany's involved, and Matteo could be the inheritor of all of everything. Because Pure Drive, Let the Iron, Wanderlux and Two-Stroke Germany are inevitably going to get battling here. As Let the Iron tries to go remove, Wanderlux is going around the outside of him, and Two-Stroke Germany's going to try and capitalise there into the final corner as well. Side by side, Pure Drive and Wanderlux. Wanderlux trying to go around the outside. Not quite. And Bessar, 13.6 seconds, is just literally probably laughing at these in behind, just saying, come on guys, give me a race. Goodness me. Bessar, Pure Drive, Wanderlux. This is phenomenally good battling here. Let the Iron, Two-Stroke Germany getting involved. Let the Iron trying to go through the eye of the needle. Through the eye of the needle, contacts the back of Wanderlux. Now Pure Drive contacts him, but Wanderlux has got the move done on Pure Drive. He's up to second. And now, Two-Stroke Germany trying to seek around the outside. Here comes Matteo down the inside as well, flying in there as well. It is all getting pretty heated here in the Nurburgring sprint race. In the night track, and Matteo has got the move done on Two-Stroke Germany. I think it's now side by side, running down into the braking zone, and Two-Stroke Germany, I think, is backing off this, and he's going to let Matteo go. Matteo gets the move done, and Matteo could be the inheritor of it all, and there's contact, leaning into each other. Can't really help leaning into each other. It's the way the nature of the car actually is. Two-Stroke Germany trying to go around the outside. Oh, and there's contact. There we go, there's contact. That was inevitable, I think. It's only Pure Drive and Let the Iron now who can really say are battling, because Wanderlux has begun to pull away now from Pure Drive and Let the Iron. Meanwhile, Bessar, he's just having a very fun time with things out in front. This is not the final lap. The final lap is next one round, so do not stop. Bessar comes across the line to start the final lap of the race. Wanderlux is in second. Pure Drive and Let the Iron. These two have had a bitter rivalry tonight. But Pure Drive and Let the Iron running down the hill now into turn one. Final lap of the race. Final podium spot available. Who is going to get it? Let the Iron, Pure Drive changing the lines. Pure Drive is sticking to his line now. Let the Iron now down the inside. Pure Drive has overshot the corner. Let the Iron now around the outside of him, possibly here. They're side by side. Is Let the Iron going to look for a switchback? Possibly. Not quite. He'll try again though. He will try again. Bessar just cruising out in front. Wanderlux second, Pure Drive, Let the Iron in third and fourth. Lek has came into the pits. Not sure why. I'm not sure if there's been a bit of contact there with. But Bessar is going to be winning this race. It was inevitable, really, from the jump of the from the waving of the checker flag and from the lights going out that Bessar was going to win this race. He has now got 3 corners between him and victory. He's turned off his lights as well, which I think is just credit. He has left Steve. He's lapped Steve Boldham, by the way. Steve Boldham has obviously had some sort of incident. There he is in the background. Bessar now coming around the final corner. We'll cut on both Let the Iron briefly though. See if he's going to try and move around the outside of Pure Drive. No. Bessar across the line. He wins here in the Nurburgring sprint. Wanderlux is going to be coming across the line in second. Can hang on in there. He will do. Watch out for the penalties though. Matteo could inherit it all. Oh, he's had contact actually. Further down, Wanderlux across the line in second. Pure Drive in third. Let the Iron in fourth. Pure Drive had more penalties than Let the Iron. He finishes in third. Pure Drive fourth. Matteo in fifth. Good performance from him. Two-Stroke Germany in sixth. Percy coming across the line there to finish us all off. There we go. Bessar winning. Let's give you a full rundown of the results. Bessar Apparently the Nurburgring Sprint is British, it's not. But Bessar wins here, Randall second, led the Iron third, Pure Drive, Matteo, Two-Stroke Germany, King Quinn, GJDM, Manic, Duke Martin, Jukebox Hero, Percy, Leck, Steve Boredom, and there's Gavra, of course, at the bottom of the running order. Next week we go to a brand new track that I've never covered before, Sportsland Sugo, which is a New Zealand track. Clear weather for each. It's a dry race. That'll be happening next week, same time of 8:40 for next week, because I will be obviously doing TTG commentary again for the mini league. It is only for next week, and then I'm free on a Wednesday once again to commentate for you guys here in Gavra Racing. But thank you everyone for tuning in, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.